Hey, I'm Decathlon Gamer. Welcome back to Tennis Manager. We're on episode number 21, following the fantastic news that we finished up last episode with, that Continental has made so much progress that she's already picked up sponsorship deals and has drastically increased our funds. And of course, we get a better cut with her than we get by far from Ann Lowell. Our necessity to hang on to Ann Lowell has really suddenly gone away, and we could almost ride the coattails of Continental and find yet another athlete and replace Ann Lowell, who's been really horrendous. She's just been a cash cow for us. But if Continental can both do better, have potential, and be that same cash cow, I think we could think long and hard anyway about not re-signing Ann Lowell and finding somebody else like what we already have in the growing and developing relationship through young athletes with potential that seemingly don't take a whole lot of time and effort to develop to the point that they can be competitive and pick up the big cash influx like we've gotten here. So finances are looking better and better and better all the time, and of course that's been the nature of the beast. That's been my goal here in early days, is to get financial stability and growth in this team so that we can build the facilities to actually compete for those Grand Slams. Well, anyway, let's go ahead and move forward with this one. We are looking at another fast episode today, as time has just not been my friend lately. Continental, meanwhile, is still in the middle of a tournament. It's already the quarterfinals. She's the number one seed in this Rookie 50 tournament, so let's see if she can come through the next 3 rounds and claim victory. Straight to the final, straight to the victory. She has claimed all 3 wins. The semifinal was a bit of a challenge, but all 3 of the opponents were ranked outside of the top 500, so she was pretty heavily favored and does come away with a tournament win. So to cap off a really good week, we get another win for her. It's going to continue to boost her position in the rankings. Things are going well. 12 unforced errors in this one, 30 winners, comfortable. And as we've already learned in this game, the shareholders like money, just like I seem to like money in this game. Well, anyway, they've taken another cut of the money that we brought in, stealing 20,000 out of the balance to pay themselves off. But hey, it's okay. It's okay. Ultimately, they've given us more than they've taken from us, so I can work with that. We got our final evaluation on Ita, who we already signed before we got to that final evaluation, but current 1.5, potential 3 stars. I was hoping for 3.5, but that's okay. That's still not bad, and actually I think that's identical to Continental, so it's okay. Her personality certainly is better than Continental, so maybe she's got some more potential. Also, Ita just played into the semifinals of a Rookie 10 tournament. She did lose there, but she is making some progress. Well, looky here, Continental making some waves, and we've been invited as a wild card to compete in an international 140 tournament, quite a bit higher than anything we've done. Prize money's a little higher as well, just 5 rounds. We'll see how she does, but let's go ahead and accept the invite. At this point, I'm getting less and less worried about the whole rock bottom thing with Continental. I've seen over these last couple of episodes that you get sudden bursts of mental development in athletes as they get older. And I think until Continental has 1 or 2 more of those, she's just going to struggle to get off of being somebody who just has a really hard time keeping their focus. She's going to be on that rock bottom over and over again. So I've been struggling to try to get off of rock bottom. But I think until she just naturally develops a couple of times and makes those big jumps and adds 3-4 points to it, to where she's hovering somewhere near Ita is right now as a young athlete, I think at that point, then we can kind of begin to focus on riding that ship. But for now, rock bottom is rock bottom, and it's going to occasionally affect her performance, but we're getting a lot of good performances from her, and I think I'll just take the good with the bad and suck it up and get on with the program. I focused on agility this week for Continental at keeping her at that rock bottom, and in doing so, She went from 0 progress in agility to 55%. She got half of a level in 1 week. So one more solid week of training, seemingly, will see her get out of the single digits into 10. Her balance and speed also improving. But what a great week for development. Keeping her out of the occasional tournament is really helpful. And in order to maintain our number 1 ranking in the juniors, we still need to do the occasional grab of points, the occasional large junior tournament. So we have a junior 300, which is about the lowest that I ever participated. But I think there was a bit of a gap between other major junior tournaments. We kind of had to squeeze one in. So Kostenseva, the 1 seed, obviously, and we'll see how deep she can get into this tournament if she can claim the victory and get max points. It's been a good week for the team as a whole. Kostenseva already into the final, going up against Fritfritova, our number 2 opponent. This is an important one to extend or at least maintain our gap over Fritfritova. So hopefully we come away with this one. But meanwhile, both and Lowell, for the first time in ages, not a major tournament, but still in a not the easiest tournament that you could participate in, is into the final. And in a rookie level tournament, not a junior tournament, we have Ita also playing into a final. So all 3 athletes in a final this week. This could be absolutely huge for the team. But it is Fritfritova who is going to take the win here against Kostenseva. She's going to close that gap a little bit on us. The good thing is we did get to the final. So second place, yes, it's less points. Yes, Fritfritova obviously gets a win and she comes out ahead. But here you can see how much better Kostenseva is as she gets 50 winners to Fritfritova's 31. She just makes too many freaking mistakes. 31 to 10. Fritfritova just played a cleaner match. 5 aces, only 2 double faults, where we had just 1 ace and 2 double faults. Not that that's a major difference, where both had 2 double faults. It kind of all pointed in that same direction, where we gave away a bit too much. Ita won her rookie 50 tournament, so that's great for her. That's the first victory we've seen at that level. And also losing in the final of her tournament, as did Kostenseva. Still a decent payout. You can see we continue to make progress for the month. Despite being in a tournament and not training, the natural fitness for Kostenseva continues to rise, now at 15. So high. So we had accepted just a little bit ago a wildcard invitation to an international tournament. International 80. Not a huge payout, but it's an invite, and we accepted it. Turns out that now, ranked at 163rd, we are actually higher ranked than the number 1 seed for the tournament itself. So we actually have a chance here, though it's going to be just in the quarterfinals that we potentially see that number 1 matchup, and possibly a difficult round of 16 matchup as well, though first round of 32 shouldn't be too difficult for us. Second round was not against who we thought it would be, but it was against somebody who gave us quite the challenge, losing the first set 4-6, but then we come back with a 7-5, 6-4 win in successive sets to follow that. 8 aces, just 1 double fault, 53 winners, though they had 50 as well. Unforced errors high for both players, so interesting match. It looks like one of the only places where we actually had an advantage was that we had fewer double faults. 50% of total points won. I mean, this was a very, very tight match, and we come out just ahead. And again, losing a tournament, but making it to the round of 16 is showing that she is making a little bit of progress, as she hadn't had results at all for the longest time. And suddenly she's getting a bit deeper into tournaments, and that's going to make a difference both in the pocketbook and maybe getting somewhere with whether we're going to re-sign her or not. Let me know in the comments below what your thoughts are on whether I should re-sign Anne or look for the next Kostenseva. We do take on the 1 seed in the quarterfinal, but again, we are actually higher ranked as we picked up a wild card to a tournament level that we haven't really been at before, but with our huge rapid increase in rank, we're suddenly good enough to be at this kind of tournament. Pesachnik has given us a challenge, but we do come out ahead 6-4, 6-4, 56% of points won, no double faults, only 9 unforced errors in this one with 35 total winners. That's a nicely played match. really a different approach for Kostenseva than what we normally see, but a good one. We're into the semifinal. It's the 3rd seed in the semifinal, and that is the highest rank left, but all 4 of us remaining in this one are pretty dang good. The other one also a wild card like myself. This could be 2 epic showdowns, or we could just be out 6-3, 6-3, and we move on. We're going to see the final in our biggest tournament yet. 36 total winners, where our opponent only had 12. The unforced errors were there, but not massively. It was 16 for us, 17 for them. So you can definitely see why we won the match. It's the 8th seed, a little bit lower ranked than we are. Let's see how we do in the final on this one. It's going to be a finals loss. No tournament win here. 2-6, 6-4, 4-6. 47% of points won. Only 2 double faults. 47 total winners. They had 54, so solid play there. Only 16 unforced errors, so it was actually a good match from Kostenseva, and maybe a player who is a little lower ranked than they belong, as she was quite solid. I mean, she has some talent and deserved the win. One last tournament for the episode. Again, I'm on a major time crunch right now, so I'm just getting what I can out when I can. At the moment, we're up over 500,000, by the way, so the money is rolling in, and we've pushed on a good month and a half from where we were, so our current business center upgrade is getting a bit closer to being done, and then we'll edge closer to what we need financially to go straight into the next upgrade on that. But anyway, Kostenseva, another 1 seed, another rookie 50. Let's see how she does. You didn't see it as we breezed past it, but Anne just beat Osaka in a tournament to get a bit deeper. It was like 2nd round, so she's still got a ways to go to actually do something with the tournament, but beating a player of that talent is pretty impressive. So Anne starting to look a bit better than what we've seen for a while. Let's see if that ranking comes back the right direction, or at least continues to come back. It's already come back up a bit from where it was. Hopefully she's starting to make a bit of a turnaround. And lost in the very next round. It was a big tournament, the Madrid tournament, and it did end up a decent payout, bringing us to a positive balance for the month just in the middle. But still, Anne beats Osaka and then loses to a lower ranked opponent in the very next round. And Kostenseva had a bit of a scare in the quarterfinal, but she does win this Rookie 50 tournament. The final was comfortable. The semifinal was comfortable as well. And let's see how Ita did, as she was also in the final of her tournament. And Ita wins the title. So that was a rookie 10. We had Kostenseva and a rookie 50, both of them claiming the titles. Overall, as a group, really good week, even though, and, I guess mixed results on that one. You beat one of the best players in the world and then lose in the very next round to someone who isn't one of the best players in the world. That is going to do it for this one, though. I'm Decathlon Gamer. Like, comment, subscribe, and I'll see you next time. Have a good one. Be safe out there. Bye for now.